So here's a game that I played a while ago. It's probably like a month or two, but we're not gonna talk about the game. Okay, pause. So instead, we're actually gonna talk about mainly Medibang. Okay, maybe we are gonna talk about the game just a little bit. Mainly, it's gonna be about Medibang. Okay. So Medibang is a drawing software that I used like almost 6 years ago. If I almost 8 years ago, I've used it for a long time as my main app to use. Now, I've used multiple drawing softwares in the past when I was kind of getting started into like digital art, but I just couldn't really get used to them as I did with Medibang. So I stuck with Medibang way longer than I thought I was going to, because during those years I would try to switch out. I'm gonna try this drawing software. I would like watch YouTube videos about what people would recommend, and I just stuck with Medibang, and I was like, I'm just gonna stick to what I've used for almost like 4 years into it. So I stuck with Medibang. Now, this was the last drawing I did of Medibang, using Medibang to be exact. It was a game that we played on Roblox with a friend that I had. I guess still have. And it was supposed to be like a scary horror game that had like short stories, and this just so happened to be about, a young boy getting stalked by his ex-girlfriend. So we decided to play that one. That'd be spooky, and I just guess I decided to draw the avatar that they used as the stalker right here. Ooh. Anyways, but it's mainly about Medibang. So playing this game, it honestly was kind of scary. Not gonna lie, it had some scary moments, and it was a bit weird. Very weird, actually. They made you do like a whole bunch of tasks around the house, which get a little tedious. Like I don't really want to do homework, and then it was like a lot later that nights where, oh, later this, and you done this. After you complete this quest, this happened. After you do this quest, this happened. So like little snippets of like scary things that are supposed to kind of like bring in like the scariness to like the whole game and whatnot. They were doing laundry right here. This just like small little tedious tasks, okay? But it is what it is. Usually when you're home alone, because this was the scenario where you're home alone, your mom left to go do work. I think usually when you're home alone, you usually stay home, probably on your phone the entire time. Like who's gonna do homework? Okay, unless you're like a really good student. But like in reality, I wouldn't be doing homework. Okay, I'd be laying down in bed, probably just on my phone, watching videos, reading stuff. You never know. So Medibang, it's a really good drawing software. I mean, I still recommend people use it if you don't have the money to pay for like anything else. I mean, that's what I did. Like, I didn't have the money to pay for like any drawing software, like the subscriptions. Like we have like what was it, Photoshop? Pretty expensive, mainly for the professionals, I'd say, because it's like that's dedication. And I have been able to try it Photoshop. Like sometimes for schools, colleges, they would give you like free subscription mainly for like different reasons, not for Photoshop. But you can download it. That's what I did. I downloaded Photoshop just to try out the brush and stuff, and it was actually really nice. I did not know what I was doing 99% of the times because it was my first time using it, and I knew I wasn't gonna keep it forever, right? I'm not gonna keep it forever. They're not gonna give it to me for free. Can you imagine if they did that? It'd be pretty cool. But I didn't even take the time to learn how to use it, mainly because I wasn't going to keep it and I wasn't going to stick with it forever. So I just went in blind. I did one drawing. It wasn't even like a drawing, it was more like a sketch. And I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm pretty sure I still have that sketch somewhere in my computer saved. I just have to find it. But yeah, Photoshop wasn't it. It's too expensive. Honestly, for someone who's not gonna draw like every day, who's not professional, like not selling anything, like I'm not gonna get Photoshop for that reason. So I went back to Mediping, okay? I stuck with Mediping for as long as I could until I think last year. It was last year, I was looking at Clip Paint Studio and I saw that it was on sale, right? You can pay subscriptions for it, which I saw, but I was like, I ain't gonna do that because I mean it's cheap. I think it's like $1 or $2 a month. But I feel like it's a good price, but for me, I'm just I'm not gonna be able to keep up with everything that they put out there. So I got the one time purchase. I didn't get it the one time purchase last year. I got this year actually. I got it I think last month when it was on sale in November. It was $21. Okay, $21 last year. I couldn't get it because I didn't have $21. So I was like, man, it looks like I won't be able to get it. So I didn't get it, and I stuck with Medibank again for like another year, which was absolutely fine because Medibank rocks. So I stuck with it for another year, and just last month I bought the Clip Paint Studio, which I've used I think 2 to 3 times already. Not a lot. I mean, I had all this day but I've only used it 3 times, so I did 3 drawings, and I managed to post one, which was my first time using it, which honestly was a little weird because I spent, I think, maybe half the time mainly downloading brushes, which I thought was really cool that people make free brushes and you can able to use them and do stuff like that with it, which I really enjoyed because in Medibang, you can make your own brushes. You can download brushes I think that people made. I just didn't know how to. I didn't bother researching how to do it because I was just that lazy. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick to the brushes that I use. Okay, I'm gonna stick to the oil pastel, like the watercolor and airbrush, and I'm gonna call it a day. And that's what I did. I stuck to like the basic 3 brushes all the time for almost my entirety of my drawings. So I've only used 3 brushes. So when I got Clip Studio Paint, I was downloading all these brushes, and I was like, these are so cool. But I found myself only using I think 3 of them as my main brushes, and then the other brushes that I got were just kind of like, oh, I can use this sometime. I use this for this. I can use that for that. So that's just how it be. Another day, I guess. Like I don't know if I mentioned this, but I know Medibang has a subscription too that you could pay, and you can also download stuff that way, like the stuff that they have that you can like the paid members get. I didn't have the money for that, so I just stuck to the free version, which is why I didn't get the subscription plan for Clip Studio Pay, and I just got like the one-time purchase, which was like $21. Now I waited for that deal to come back again, so I was like, I could pay the $50 now, like I have the money now, kind of, but I felt like just I could save the extra $30. So that's what I did. I got it when I was on sale. So it wasn't too bad. Started using it, felt a little happy, making an account and everything. Like, ooh, I just got like my new drawing software. And I just abandoned Medibang that well. Like I just read it so quickly. Like, I'm sorry, Medibang, like you've been there for me. I haven't been there for you. But I think maybe one day I'll come back to Medibang, just to kind of see like, wow, it's like so I hear people say like once they got into Clip Studio Paint that they never gone back to their old one, whatever old one it is. It's just like they love it, and honestly, I like it too. I like it too. It's like a nice little investment that you make just to kind of make yourself happy, like with like the new drawing stuff that they have. Like at first when I started using it, or I think the second time I started using it, I was having a bit trouble with it trying to make it to work with my computer. Like I don't know, there's like something that was happening, and I was like, why is it not working? It's not working. And I realized I had to like do something, change it with the settings of my computer to make it work. So now I have to do that every single time that I go on it, which was, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's worth it. I'd say it's worth it. So going back to the game that I've played, like the reason why I played this game, the main reason was because I didn't know what to put out. I was like, okay, what am I gonna draw? Because I haven't been playing games, and I wanted to like have this where like I'm mainly just drawing game characters or like from like games or books or whatnot. And so I was like, you know what? Let's play like a Roblox game that we might like. And I always like playing the story games because those are always fun because they're always like it's like linear. It's just there's a starting point, there's an ending point. It's not like like oh let's play an obby, let's play like those competitive games, those racing games. I wanted a story game. So this is the one that I ended up choosing. The short story games. God, I can't remember. But there was like weird interactions like that one with the pizza guy that your mom ordered apparently, and she didn't tell you I think after the pizza guy came, so you were a bit suspicious about it in the beginning. Like you just opened the door straight. You don't really look through the peephole. Like I don't know why you want to do that as a kid. It's dangerous out these days, but. So right opened that door and it was just the pizza guy. He just didn't care what was going to be behind. He just opened the door. So they were just like those little snippets of those scary, well, oh no, what's gonna be behind that door type of thing. Now, what happens to that pizza dude? I didn't really show it, but he ends up not living because the main character's ex girlfriend decides to just make him not live anymore, which was honestly horrid. Because I'm pretty sure she's just a teenager as well, so that's obsession right there. I don't know like what it could be, but that was absolutely crazy. I thought that was crazy in a horror game. A Roblox horror game, okay? I know if you play like normal horror games, like off of like consoles or like your computer, they get pretty grotesque, okay? They get really, really bad. But this one surprised me because it's on Roblox, it's just like something I wouldn't really expect it to be happening. But then yet again, if you see the games that they have there now, they get pretty red. I think for the next one I actually want to do, I haven't done it in a while, but I always enjoy drawing people's avatars because they're always so like different from each other. You know, because sometimes I feel like I'm always drawing the same thing always all the time. And I was like, you know what, like you if you just go out and draw someone's avatar from like any game or so like that you're able to be creative on. I think that's the best way to practice drawing certain things. You know, like clothing wise, hair accessories, face accessories, you know, because not everything has to be a pretty boy or a pretty girl. I'm just saying, okay, but I think I should do that next time. But that's the end of that game. It's where you run because apparently your ex girlfriend got inside the house and you just run. You run straight into your mom's closet. Cops got called and stuff like that. But I mean, that's pretty much the end of the game and the end of my little dialogue that I've been renting on for so long. But I just want to say, you know, thanks, Medibang.